Good morning, this is Professor Beth Goring, and I wanted to give you a really quick overview of our syllabus. So you've already logged into our course on ContraCosta.instructure.com, and you're logged into our HED 110-0449 course. And if you click down here on syllabus, it takes you to our syllabus. At the top of the syllabus, there are links to where if you click on it, it'll take you to my specific information. So again, my name is Professor Beth Goring. My office is actually moving from GE building down to the GA building. So I do not have my office hours in my office. So if you want to contact me, please email me and we can Zoom during my office hours, or we can set up another time to talk through Zoom as well, or on the phone, that's fine. My office hours are Monday and Wednesday, 12:35 to 1:35, and Tuesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then I have an hour where I will meet with you any other time that's more convenient for you. Here's a link to our Zoom room. When you're going into our Zoom room, you're going to log in using the SSO login. Now, I did briefly talk about this in the other video, but again, you have to log in using the SSO, and you're going to be using your Insight username. Here's my Insight username, and you're also going to use your Insight username password to log in. And then if it asks you for an email, then you're going to use your SSO email, which is similar to this one right here. This is mine. You have to use yours. If it asks for a company domain, usually it fills by itself, but it's 4CD is our company domain. So hopefully that's all the little pieces of the login you'll need. Logging in for the first time is kind of a process, because it's a private room, and so don't give up, keep trying, and make sure you use all those particular login. My office phone, again, I'm not in my office, so I do not answer my office phone, so please, if you want to talk with me on the phone, email me, and I will set up a time where we can talk on the phone. Here's my email. I respond to emails Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. If I don't respond within 24 to 48 hours, please send me another email. I do my best to respond very quickly, and I do my best to respond more than Monday through Friday, but that is the expectation. We are using Canvas for our learning system. And again, if you need help logging into Canvas, you can click on this Help with your Insight login, and it'll take you to the Contra Costa help desk, and they can help clear up anything. Here's some important due dates. Last day to add is March 10. Last day to drop with a refund is March 1st. Last day to drop without a W is March 10. And then last day to drop with a W is April 29. Here we have our weekly reading schedule. We start on February 22nd. So your first due date is February 22nd, and that's for the syllabus quiz and the student instructor meet and greet on Flipgrid. Make sure you download Flipgrid to your device, and it runs in the background. But when you're getting into the Flipgrid assignment, you're going to go in through the actual assignment in the modules page. If you go in a different way, a lot of times your work doesn't transfer from Flipgrid into my gradebook, and then it makes it very difficult for me to find it or to give you a grade if it's not in my gradebook. So please download that app. Our our Unit 1 is going to be due March 7th, and that's chapters 1 through 3, all the readings, assignments, quizzes, discussions. Unit 2 is due March 28th, that's chapters 4 through 6, readings, assignments, discussions, quizzes. Unit 3 is due April 11th, that's chapters 7 through 10, reading, assignments, discussions, Flipgrid, quizzes. You have a research project due on April 18th. You have chapters 11 through 13 due May 4th, and chapters 14 through 16 are due on the final day, which is May 19th. If you have any type of need, then please go to our Disabled Students and Programs and Services office and get the appropriate paperwork, send it to me, and I will be happy to accommodate you in any way that you need. Here's our catalog description, catalog or course objectives, what you're expected to learn. Here's more content. I won't read those to you. You can read those on your own. Here's a link to the bookstore. Here's the book we will be using. So you can buy the book. I also try to provide enough materials to where you might be able to not buy the book again, but most people like having a book in their hands. But again, in the other video, I talked about downloading the chapter outline into a print document and then listening to the audio lecture and taking notes on the outline as you go. And as another method, a great method of studying. Here's your research project. Again, it's due April 18th by 11:59 p.m. You're going to submit it into the research Dropbox or the Canvas Dropbox. You're going to choose any topic of public health. It could be any kind of communicable disease, infection, violence, addiction, pregnancy, anything that you're interested in that has to do with public health is a perfect topic. You're going to find a minimum of 3 articles. Again, look at the rubric before you start because 3 articles doesn't get you full points. 5 or 7 articles get you full points. Read, summarize, critically analyze your project. Make sure you identify specific preventative measures to help reduce the risk. Write 5 to 7 pages. Again, make sure that you read the rubric in terms of page count so you can get full credit. Your project needs to be typed double-spaced. It has to have a works cited page or bibliography, and you need to accurately do in-text referencing and works cited, right? You can use Chicago MLA, APA referencing style, Tiburon. I don't care which referencing style you use as long as you use it correctly. Your paper is going to go through a process called Turnitin. It's going to analyze it for originality. The score you want is 35 or below. If it's higher than 35, then you may need to rework your paper and paraphrase more and make sure you give credit where credit is due. So if you take a thought from somebody else and you need to give them credit for that thought in text, and you also need to reference them in your works cited page. You do have a research paper presentation. It's 2 to 3 minutes, and it's just telling us a brief explanation of what your research topic was, the 3 most important or interesting things you learned, why you chose this topic and importance to your life, a few strategies that will improve your health related to your specific topic. And then that's what you're going to do for your research project presentation. And then after you do yours, then you're going to go back in and you're going to watch 2 other classmates, or you can watch many other classmates, but you're going to respond to 2 other classmates' presentations with a maximum of 1 minute Flipgrid response. When you do written discussions, which we have 4 of them, and here again, there's specific criteria. So a 10 to 15 sentence minimum discussion post. Then you have to respond to a minimum of 2 other students, and your responses to your other students must be 5 to 10 sentences minimum. Make sure that you meet all of the requirements of the discussion. Here's your Flipgrid discussions. These are audio. You can do just audio, having your voice on there. You can do audio and video. So either way is acceptable. Here's your grading policy down here, how you're going to be graded. You're going to be graded based on your quizzes, your written assignments, and then your research project. And then here's your percent grade rubric. Drop policy, please, if you're not interested in taking the class anymore, please make sure that you drop. Cheating will not be tolerated. And then down here below is all of your assignments that you're responsible for with the due dates for the entire semester. So I hope this helps. orient you, and I look forward to seeing you online. Email me if you have any questions.